good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Sylvester. I'm the CEO of IntraNetworks, and with me is...
This is Howard Wahlberg. I'm the Assistant Executive Director for Membership and Chapter Relations at the National Science Teachers Association. I know a good number of you out there. Evening, everybody, and to those I've never met before, I'm glad to talk to you.
And what we're going to do this afternoon is we're going to take you through the new NSTA Communities website that we've built and take you through all of the ins and outs so you can have a really good experience of it over the next several months. And the things we're going to be covering are how you log in, simple thing, creating your profile, editing it, how you tag yourself, how the system works, making connections, all the ins and outs, as well as the groups, the forums, and the resources. But before we get started, we want to do a quick poll. So you'll see a poll on your screen right now. So we'll give it about 30 seconds for you to please just answer the question. You could see the poll. Just click on there. Okay, we got a few of you. Keep going and give it another 4 or 5 seconds. 75% voted. Keep going. We can get to 100%. I know it. We're at 24. Just 1, 2 of you left to go. Okay, so we got 83% of you voted. So let's 92%. Okay, so let's look at the answers there. We see that you belong, though some are none, okay, 73% belong to 1 or 3 networking online PLCs. In the survey after this, we're going to ask you to name which ones those are so that we can start paying attention to them. And it looks like a few of you are very involved, so that's great. And we're going to do one more poll here real quick just to help us understand you a little bit better. Okay, we've got 30 seconds, go. And this is how much time per week do you spend on these sites? And it looks like it's about 50-50, less than 10 minutes. A few of you spend more than an hour. Keep going. Let's get a few more minutes. We got 60% of you voted, 73. We can get it, and we're up to 15 attendees. That's great. We're at 87%. 2 more seconds. Let's get in there. Last votes. Okay, we'll close that poll, and let's look at the results. So, interesting. So look at that. Equal less than 10 minutes and more than an hour. Huh. Very interesting. Well, that really helps us understand a little bit of you, and we're going to learn a lot more about you over the next several months. So the first thing I want to do is show you how to log into the system. So you know how to log into the NSTA site itself, and once you're logged in, for right now, for the next couple of weeks, I believe it's until after the annual conference. Is that right, Howard?
That is correct.
Okay, you'll have to go in and type in /communities and go ahead and just bookmark that page, because that's how you're going to get to the site, okay, because there's an authentication that happens when you click on this link right here, okay? That's how you get there. Now, and I'm reminding you that if you have questions, type them in the question box. Howard's monitoring that. I'm multitasking, looking at that as well, so we'll make sure we catch all your questions. This is what you see the second time you log in. It's called the dashboard, and the dashboard will have news that the organization wants you to pay attention to. You're also going to see things that are new this week. New groups, some events. You see here today's our webinar, new forums and thread, and any new resources that are there. I'm not going to click on them now, but you'll see that those are hot. So if I click on one of those, it's going to take me right to that group or right to that forum. You'll also see over here my top 10 matches. So that's me. I'm Mark. And I'll see all of these people that I'm matching, and we're going to get into the matching in detail. And then you'll also see the top words that have been selected by the community. All of your navigation is over here on the left side of the screen. I'll show that as well. However, the very first time you log in, the thing that you're going to get is your profile, because we don't know where to put your pin on the map until you have created a profile. This first page, when you come in the first time, will be pre-populated with the information you've already given NSTA. And if you need to change it, go ahead and change it. But changes do not get reflected back. So if you have changed your email, your phone, or some information like that, you're going to want to make sure you actually update your member profile on the NSTA side, okay? Then click the Next button. Now, this is really the heart of the entire community's software. What you have are 4 categories of words: about me, I can help with, I need help with, and I value, and an inventory of words to select from. So this was designed so in the about me part, you can find some subject areas that you focus on, a bit about your role, a bit about whether you're a teacher or you're retired, and who you're serving. Okay? So we're trying to capture quite a bit of information very quickly about you. Now, the way it works, it's pretty clever in that you will find a word. So if I come down here and I find a word physics, let's take physics. I teach physics. I don't really, but I do right now. As I pull that word up into the box above, it's indicating importance, where I place it. And I can place things all in the same line if I want. And I can be as precise about this as possible. Notice the little gray box that has an indicator of a number. That's indicating to the system how important that particular word is to me. And that is what is going to drive the pin placement on the main pin view. So what quadrant your pin shows up in other people's view of you is going to be based on where you have placed the most importance. So if you have a lot of words way up into the top in a particular area like this, then that is obviously going to be the most important thing to me, and I would want other people to know that. You can select up to 10 words from each category, and it's been my experience that the more words you pick, the better matching you're going to get. So if you go through this really fast and just pick 1, 2, 3, one word in each category, you're not going to make as many matches. So the more words, the better matches. When you're done with that, click Next. And if you have any questions on this, just make sure, again, make sure you type them in. Now, this page is completely optional, but I would suggest that the more information you put here, the more people are going to learn about you when they're looking at your intro card, which I'm going to get to in a second. So you have the Talk to Me About. This is where you're giving people permission to talk to you about specific topics. Then the About Me. So these aren't contact things, but these are, some stuff about you. These are, again, helping people to get to know who you are, and all of this is searchable. So and I'll show you how that works. So you'll be able to search for like-minded people. And then on the conversation starters, this was designed so that, again, it's a way for people to get to know you better, but when you are looking at someone else's answers, it gives you a great thing to talk to them about. When you're done with that, hit Next. Now, in this page, this is really where we take advantage of this being a Web 2.0 application. Absolutely upload a picture of yourself so that people know what you look like, and specifically going into the annual event, you will find, it's very interesting, that people will feel like they know you because they saw your picture online. It's very, very just a good networking tip. You can also come in and add links. So if you have, like for instance, I might want to put a link to the Intro Networks website. So I'm going to put in intronetworks.com, and I'm going to say this is the Intro Networks website. I'll just do that. You can put any caption you want, and so now that's also going to show up on my profile. So there's no limit. You can have as many of these as you wish. Now you can also upload photos and files So here I've uploaded a white paper I wrote on learning communities. I can upload pictures, so here's a picture of miniature orchids that I like, and people can see that.